never dying, forever trying. Above ground, forever flying, never landing. You need help, you grab my hand and just fly. Spread your wings and fly. Live forever, never dying, forever trying. Above ground, forever flying, never landing. You need help, grab my hand and fly. Spread your wings far as you can and just fly.
Everyone, time to get in. To it, NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sidelines. And for the Memphis Grizzlies guys, they come in off that loss to Miami. Now here's Morant. Barton with the rebound.
Think about Barton's career, 5-star recruit, 2 years in college, and then right to the NBA where he spent some time in the D-League at the time.
Here's Jokic. Adams, some nice D. And Adams has got the ball here for the Grizzlies. Here's Bane. Here's Jackson. They get the rebound. Adams' shot is off. Down low. Stolen by Brooks. Morant with a wide open look. Buries it from three-point range.
Well, Steven Adams has more skills than just being a screen setter out there, showing them off there.
You know, Brent, I was thinking about Barton in those early years. His biggest disadvantage was probably a lack of strength.
You wonder, Kevin, has the game changed so much that that's not quite as important as it once was, where Barton now can have freedom of movement, roam around, play in transition. As we move to this pace and space type of offense, Will Barton seems to fit the bill quite nicely.
Back to Murray. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic.
Murray gives you a lot of things, and stretching out the defense, that's going to help.
Morant with it. Adams right side. Shot clock at 5. Screen by Adams. Here's Brooks. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
That's his first. And one of these modern wings who doesn't just shoot threes. Brooks is a tough guy to cover.
And both free throws good for Brooks.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
And it's Gordon missing. Now the Grizzlies with it. Outside Jackson. And the call up against Jokic. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's a whistle he did not want to hear. His second foul, and we're not even out of the first quarter.
Now here's Jackson. And it's Morant at the elbow. Jackson with the screen. Here's Adams. Pass to Morant. Back to Adams. Memphis moving it around.
Maybe a time to rest him right now. Just give him a bit of a breather. Try to help him get back on track.
Here's Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
Well, there's a little bit of Murray's handle on display. The D looked totally confused as to what to do there.
To the inside. Here's Jackson. A second chance effort. And he sinks the layup.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Jokic a screen. And Adams sends it back.
And Steven Adams just throwing that one out of the way.
Bane, no good.
his touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
Here's Porter. And he drives in.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
1:30 left to play in the first quarter. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Coach Taylor Jenkins gave me a few minutes to catch up. We talked about the problems Aaron Gordon presents on their defense. Coach said with his athleticism, whoever guards him is going to be exhausted by his activity. That's something we need to account for. So that means a lot of rotation players on the big man tonight. Guys?
All right, David, thanks. 6 to shoot. It's Porter outside. Off the mark. His first miss of the game. 1 for 2. Here's Melton. And that comes off the assist by Jones.
And that's exactly what he's looking for. Draining the triple.
Pass to Jokic. Back to Murray. Barton right side. Melton with the ball. Now guarded by Barton. Here's Clark. There's the drive.
Looking nimble on the drive there. Once Clark sees an opening in the defense, he's looking to exploit.
Murray. They can't stop the run with that one.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Here's Anderson over Porter. And it's sent back by Jokic. Tillman's shot is off. 3-pointer, Barton. And so it's Memphis. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. Defensively, they have gotten... And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
They've set the first half tone by getting out on the fast break and getting the defenders on their heels.
And maybe a signal as well of how aggressive their defense has been tonight is to look at how many points they have directly off of a turnover. Good activity there.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
But DeMarcus Cousins is so aggressive. He's always going to draw some fouls on the inside, whether the refs call that or not. Fortunately for the team, he's a very good free throw shooter.
And here's Morant. Pass to Bane. This one for 3. Offensive rebound. Jackson. Nice D from Cousins. Here's Najee. Stolen by Brooks. And here we go. Morant heading to the hoop. And finished off by Morant.
This is where Morant is so dangerous. The open court, he knows how to exploit a defense.
Pass to Najee. Over in the corner, Cousins. It's deflected.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan.
And it's Morant missing.
If you told me this was the kind of game he was going to have, I would not have expected them to be in front right now.
Inside. Here's Najee.
They worked hard to get this lead. Can't start giving up easy slams all of a sudden.
Yeah, GA, that's right. And that was easy. Gift wrap for him.
Yeah, we see this all too often. The team gets a huge lead, and then their guard gets let down.
Pass to Clark. Shakes him. And the layup is good. Clark's got the lead up to 9 now for the Grizzlies. After a whistle, we often see players demanding their coach challenge the call. Greg, were there plays you wish you could have challenged in your career?
Oh, my goodness, absolutely. But the game was just so different back then, and we had other ways of resolving issues and letting the refs know when we maybe didn't appreciate a call.
The Grizzlies making a switch here.
Steven Adams.
And Morant's got the ball here for Memphis. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Pass to Adams. It's stolen by Green. To the paint. Here's Najee. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
And how about the sequence in its entirety? Momentum swing, and you love the effort here.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Nuggets, when healthy, are one of the league's elite teams. Aaron Gordon says we have championship aspirations. You've got the Joker, you have a chance to win every single night. If we play our best, we have a good chance to go as far as we want to. Guys, I just want to go as far as throwing it back to you.
You can throw it to us anytime, and he is the defending MVP and plenty of players around Jokic. David, thanks. They are for real.
A point who knows his role. Ja loves setting guys up, always looking to pass it.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backcourt.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
A 3 from Morris. Good D by Anderson. To the middle. Here's Adams. And Adams with the slam.
Well, this is what Steven Adams does. He finds his way into the paint for high percentage shots just like that.
Pass to Cousins. Ball's knocked loose. Out left to the wing. To stop the run. And another miss by Denver.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Well, the other team is scorching hot, and they come down on this end and can't find a way to get the embers going. If he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
Back to Anderson. To the right side. Shot clock at 6. And it's Morant missing. The Nuggets trail by 14. And there's a whistle. That goes on Dylan Brooks. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul. Substitution for
15 seconds left to play in the first half. Outside, Green. That 3 off the mark. Outside, Jones. Over Morris. Good work defensively by Morris. And so it... And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. The Nuggets trail by 14. Outside, Gordon. Back to Jokic. That one goes. Count it. Jokic has got the first points in the second half up on the board for the Nuggets.
And with Aaron Gordon, we knew about his high-flying acrobatics. But at his age, still seeking more consistency. Given his talent, he must continue to get better.
Back to Murray. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. And it's Jokic missing.
I'm shocked he missed that wide open look. He has to feel embarrassed he blew that one.
Greg, there's no question Gordon has game, especially remembering some of those dunk contests he was in.
An impressive athlete, no doubt. And his outside shot has improved. Now he's got to concentrate on scoring more for his team.
For Denver, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And as a team, excellent a season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
And Jamal Murray in 2020 had his own bubble party, averaging over 26 points and 6 assists per game, and he led Denver into the conference final.
And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
All right, fans. That was your Grizz Bills team. Make some noise for them.
And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for Denver. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
There's a swagger to Murray's play, especially in big moments.
You think about his performance in the bubble when he was in Orlando, just propelling Denver through those series with otherworldly plays and just making shot after shot in the biggest moments. He'll shoot you into a game. Sometimes he'll shoot you out of it, but he's going to come at you every night.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. To the paint. It's stolen by Adams. And now the Grizzlies. Fast break. Jackson's got the ball. Looking to get back on track here. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
That's his first personal foul.
It's going to be on Aaron Gordon.
Team foul.
Oh, amazing to see someone go from unrecruited to potential MVP someday. That's been John Morant's trajectory.
Pass to Jokic for the 3. Now here's Gordon, guarded by Jackson. Down low, here's Jokic, and Adams sends it back. It's going to be out of bounds. The Nuggets will retain possession. The Grizzlies making a switch here. Just 5 on the clock. And a wide open look for Porter. And again, Denver no good.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Adams' shot is good.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Not one to shy away from contact. It's all part of the toughness that Gordon brings to the table.
And the Grizzlies leading by 10. Now Jones. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Brooks outside. And it's off from three-point range.
Yeah, starting the half here 1 for 5, and the offense might need an ironing out.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Nikola Jokic is arguably the greatest passing center of all time. I say arguably because Wilt is in the conversation. But Jokic sees the game a frame ahead. Nikola said, I just look where defenders are standing, listen to what they're talking about in their play calls. For me, it's a normal thing. I just wonder what they're doing, and I do the opposite. Kevin, it's simple, actually. I'm going to do the opposite now and stop talking.
No. You keep talking, we'll keep listening. And David, thank you very much. Outside Jackson, and Jones has it in the corner. Back to Jackson. That one good for 2. Jackson's got 6 points.
And don't forget, his dad played in the NBA as well. So Jackson probably grew up getting bumped all the time trying to score in the backyard. Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
And it's Desmond Bane with the foul. That's his first foul. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group. Outside Porter. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. To the inside. Picked him clean. And now a fast break. Anderson with the ball. Over Porter. And it's Denver with the rebound. Ways to get back into it, but they've got some time.
The tendency can be to really rush or push the game. And they need to avoid that.
They recover it. Spins. Back to Gordon. Tries again. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And the athleticism Gordon has poses so many problems for defenders, especially when he's looking to score from there.
Gordon hits both of them.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
Here's Jones. Can't hit the step-back jump shot. Gordon a screen. And here's Jokic outside. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. Their defense.
Come on and get down for your Grizzlies.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for Memphis. Picked by Clark. Inside. And they get it back. Goes back up. That one's not going to go. And Denver the other way now. It's up a 3. Here's Green. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And the length of Green is a real issue for the D. His arms just go forever, which often results in a lot of shooting fouls for him.
Memphis leading by 10. Picked by Clark. Jones drives in. Clark left side. Just 5 to shoot. It's stolen by Morris. They swipe it. And the shot falls short this time.
That might not be the shot they want him taking, even with the D backing off.
And now here comes Jones leading the break. Clark with a wide open look. Nice shot from the wing. 6 points for Brandon Clark. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Memphis.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. They've been an attack mode on the defensive end.
I also love the fact that they played with speed tonight. They haven't sputtered one bit, constantly getting out on the break and creating opportunities in transition.
Down low, here's Tillman. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
And guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clark there proving how important that concept is.
Here's Henderson. And the layup falls. And the Grizzlies lead by 16.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Out to Morris. To the inside. Got a piece of it. And he gets it back. 5 on the clock. For 3. And they'll get another chance. And the Grizzlies leading by 16. Fires top of the key. Melton, no good. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Green. It's tipped. Pass to Anderson. Crosses over. And finished off by Anderson.
Well, Slow-Mo has some remarkable handles. A point forward. It's got some nifty dribble moves.
Morris into the lane. Here's Najee.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
They need this. Morris, no good. And it's Cousins with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul. Substitution for your Grizzlies.
Now here's Morant. With the drive. Here's Adams. And stolen by Cousins. Here's Najee. Got a piece of it. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it.
And for the Memphis.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Here's Morant. Pass to Bane. The Grizzlies with another miss.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance. for the Grizzlies.
What an effort in the transition game we've seen tonight from these guys. Really pushed the ball, and I think in doing so, created a lot of pressure on the defense.
They've definitely had a huge edge, and this is their DNA. When they run the ball and dictate the flow of the offense like we've seen here, these are the kinds of games they can have.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And while there was some nice performances tonight, it definitely ended up being a solid outing for Steven Adams.
Just really loved his activity level here tonight. Constantly mixed it up, and he threw himself into a lot of plays.
Here's Morant. No good there with the step-back J. Here's Murray. Brooks grabs the board. And here's Brooks. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter. Adams. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Grizzlies lead by 19.
This arena was rocking throughout the night. You could really feel the energy.
Yeah, huge motivation. Always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
Outside Gordon. Driving in. Outside Porter. Lets it go from deep. Sinks the triple.
Porter in a comfortable place there. He likes the passes being on target. He stays perfect in rhythm with that, Jay.
So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved it.